Hello everybody. So today I wanted to make a pair of videos um, talking about an aspect of um, social anxiety and improving it, namely kindness. In the first video here I want to talk about kind of why that's important, and in the second one I'll talk about some aspects of it. So anyway, uh, so kindness. So to take a step back, the human mind is incredibly good at seeing itself in other people and in the outside world. Is very, very good at doing this. There's a bajillion studies um, demonstrating people's propensity to kind of see themselves in other people, and yeah, it's just something that happens. It's sort of like, you know, when you buy a yellow car, you know, you're like, but nobody drives a yellow car, and then you buy a yellow car, and then suddenly you see yellow cars all over the freaking place. Or the woman becomes pregnant and suddenly is seeing pregnant women everywhere. It's sort of like that, On a deeper level, I mean, the way we kind of think of other people is we kind of think that they're like us. We see people out there. We meet somebody. The basic assumption that we have is that they're going to think about things the way that we do. People think about things in a wide variety of ways. They have a wide variety of viewpoints and approaches to life, but our brain simplifies it and kind of assumes at least until we know better, that they're basically like us. So I think that a lot of us, and certainly me when I was younger especially, that has social anxiety, a part of that comes from the way that we think about others. You know, if we're critical of other people, if we find some of the things that they do irritating, if we sit there and think that they're not very good at this, or that other people aren't very smart, or who knows what, these kinds of things, um, it's very natural. Excuse me. It's very natural for us to assume that other people are thinking the same thing about us, and that's pretty scary. That's pretty daunting. And of course, if everybody was thinking that way, and if we knew that everybody was thinking that way, then yeah, we would feel, it makes sense to feel anxious, very anxious in situations, because if you're not perfect, they're going to be annoyed with you or dislike you or something. Um, but really, that's not necessarily the case. I mean, most people out there, um, just want to get along. Uh, a good number of people, probably the majority of people in reality, want you to like them and want to like you. Um, sure, there are going to be some people out there who are going to be critical, regardless, and prone to judgment, and nothing can be done about that really. The interesting thing is that if you change your thoughts, from being critical or easy to judge other people, or easily annoyed with other people, if you change your thoughts, to be kind towards other people, to relax and to think good things about people and to not let yourself be irritated, um, suddenly people seem far less threatening. And even the people who judge, for some reason that becomes, that has less weight. It doesn't seem as um, important anymore. It's more distance, from you. It's easier to just, say, oh, that person, he just is, critical, or you can understand what they're doing and not take it quite so seriously, or not take such personal affront to it. So kindness, if somebody is doing something and you find yourself, irritated by it, it's like changing your thoughts and relaxing and saying, well, I'm not going to let that bother me. That person has a lot of good qualities. I'm going to think about those things. I'm going to, try to, like that person and to think well of them and to wish them well. Um, this kind of thing, is an antidote for, negative thinking is to think kindly towards others, you know, to want them to, feel good about themselves, to, want to like them, and to try to focus on their good qualities instead of, some negative, something that they do which is, irritating you or causing you to think negatively of them. So, I do think this is, very important and a big part of getting better with social anxiety. Um, when you look at the world with friendly eyes, the world becomes a lot less threatening in time. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. The next one I'm going to talk about some aspects of kindness and how to make it comprehensive so that you can approach basically any situation depending on how much mind control you have with kindness. So anyway,